Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, super readers. Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Nix.
I'm Mrs. Hammock.
And I'm Mrs. Faye.
This is a place for us to learn, practice, and grow our brains to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So let's get started by warming up our brains with some
Ear training
called Daily Phonemic Awareness. All right, super readers, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to actually take syllables and add them to the ends of words.
Huh, that sounds kind of tricky.
It is a little bit tricky, but I think once you hear it, you're going to go, hey, this is kind of fun.
Okay.
Okay, now remember, a syllable has to have a vowel sound, okay? So every time we hear vowel sounds, we know that there's a syllable. Okay, so for example, here's a practice one. Pup, okay? Pup.
Pup, okay.
Now, if I take the syllable or the word pup and I add the syllable pet.
Okay.
Pup, pet.
Pet.
Puppet.
Oh, puppet.
Yes, so it becomes a word, right?
This is kind of fun.
Okay, what if I take, and I'm going to go backwards a little bit. What if I take 10 and I add that to the end of kit?
Ooh.
So
Okay.
kit,
10. Kitten. Kitten. Ha-ha.
Yes, that's it. Okay, how about adding ing to the end of bake?
Okay.
Bake,
King.
ing,
Baking.
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 You got it. So, see, it just kind of sounds like it's
That's-
tricky, but
That's
kind of once we do it, it's
That's
a
really
little
fun.
bit kind of fun, right? Get to make all
Yeah.
these new words. You know what else is pretty fun?
Oh no.
I'm
You gonna
afraid
say
I know.
dancing?
She
I
is.
think we're going to do a little dance this morning. We're going to warm those brains up.
Okay.
This one's a little bit wild, and we can blame this one over here.
I
So
don't
should
know
we
what
move-
she's talking
Should
about.
we move and get some space?
Probably
think
need some
so.
space.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find some space. Yeah, gotta just kind of wiggle.
Jenny likes to jump, jump, jump. Jenny likes to jump, jump, jump. Johnny likes to jump, jump, jump. Johnny likes to jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump. Yeah, Jenny likes to jump.
Oh, we're still jumping.
Jenny likes to jump, jump, jump. Johnny likes to jump, jump, jump. Johnny likes to jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump. Yeah!
Oh, we get to be so silly, and I love it.
I know, it is really fun.
It is.
And I thought jumping would help kind of wake us up.
I'm definitely awake.
I am
Okay,
awake.
good, because this week we are going to be working on 3-letter blends.
Ooh.
So you're going to need to be awake.
Okay.
Are you ready, super readers? Let's go look at what I have for you today, and I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
All right, super readers, we have spent all year learning all the sounds of our sound spelling board, and today I have something that is not on a sound spelling card, but it uses the sounds that we've learned. We have talked about beginning blends where we have 2 consonants together, like F and L, to make full. Well, we're going to do that today too, but this time we have 3 letters to make into a blend. Sometimes people call them blends or clusters. It doesn't really matter what you call them as long as you can recognize them and be able to break them apart to read. So let's call some friends to join us, and let's get started with this learning that we're going to focus on all this week. Are you ready? Fantastic. All right, hey friends, good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Hammock.
Well, today and all this week, I am going to help you with 3-letter blends.
Ooh, that sounds very tricky.
It can be tricky, but you have learned so much that I think that you'll get the hang of it. You ready to try it?
Yeah, let's
Ready.
try.
All right, so I have some of them. I don't have all of them, but I have most of them. So let's take a look. We have S-C-R, and that is skr. Do you hear all 3 sounds? Skr, skr.
Oh,
And
yeah.
remember, when we have a blend, we put those sounds together quickly. They touch each other. There's no space between. So that would be skr, as in, oop, let me move that, scrap. Do you hear it? Scrap. Scrap. And then we have SPR. So we learned that SP says good. And now if we add the R at the end, we have spur. Spur, as in spring.
Spring.
Here we learned, there's that SP again, but this time we're going to add an L to it, and it says spl, spl, as in splash.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, splash.
Good.
I got this.
You do. All right, now we have a digraph here. Remember what SH says? Shh. That's right. Now we're going to add the R to it, and now it will say sure. Sure, as in shrink.
Shrink.
To make something smaller. All right, we did ST. Do you remember what ST together says? Perfect. Now we're going to add that R. Stir, stir. Do you hear how fast that sound when you have to really
yeah.
get to that R? Stir, as in stripe.
Ooh, stripe.
Very good. And then we have the digraph TH, and that says good. And so we have as in throne.
As in throne.
Perfect. So those are 3-letter blends, and they come at the beginning of words. So let's try some of the words I have for us, using a few of them. Are you ready to give it a try?
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So here we have SCR. That says skr. And then app. Let's put it together. Scrap. Scrap. Good job. All right, let's try this one. All right, do you see that sound here? Let's be thinking.
Out.
Out.
Out. Yep.
Put it together.
Sprout.
Sprout.
Ooh, sprout. Sprouts are very tasty.
They are very
Mrs.
good.
Hammock,
Yes.
guess what?
Tell me.
I saw the word out and sprout.
You are
So I already knew it's a sprout.
You are such a good word detective. That's right. The word out is part of the word sprout. Super. Good job. All right, let's look at the next one. Let's look at the whole word so we can think about it. Okay, are you ready? Split. It. Split.
Ooh, split. I think we should split the cookie.
That's a great idea.
And the word it is in split.
You are right. There's another small word in a bigger word.
Because I can read those. I just put the blend together. Split.
And you can read those very quickly, can't you? Good job. Let's try this one. Now, what do you notice here in this word with the STR? What vowel sound do we have here?
Oh, that one is the E.
Right. We have 2 E's together, and so it's going to make that long E sound. Are you ready to give it a try?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Stir, eat, street. Street. Very good. So, do you see how all the things you've learned this year, now we can add 3-letter blends to the things that we already learned how to do and make a whole bunch of new words.
You know what, Mrs. Hammock? I was thinking this was going to be really hard, but it wasn't too bad.
It's not too bad, right? It's all the things you kind of already know.
It was.
That's excellent. I'm glad you noticed that. And we're going to practice all week long. So you'll get an opportunity to see lots of words with three-letter blends, and I bet you already know most of those words. Thanks for your help, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now tomorrow, we're gonna do some more blending, but we're also gonna do some building. So
Can't wait.
I know it's gonna be good. Now, right now, I'm gonna read a sentence with our super readers, and then I'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your
Bye.
help. Bye. All right, super readers, here is our sentence today. Strap the sprig with some string. Do you know what a sprig is? It's like a little piece of something. I know. And so this sentence, strap the sprig with some string, has 3 words with those 3-letter blends. Tricky, but you've done really well. Now, speaking of tricky, sometimes our high frequency words can be tricky. That's why we need to practice them. Let's go check with Mrs. Nix to find out what our words are for this week.
Aw, thank you so much, Mrs. Hammock. And yes, let's check them out. We've got 6 high-frequency words that we're going to practice this week, and we'll practice them all week long. Let's take a look at them. You want to read them with me? Here we go. Push, front, heard, before, your, and tomorrow. Okay. I want to look at this very first one today. So the word is push. P-U-S-H says push. And this is one of those words where you kind of can even just sound it out, right? All right. So push. Let's look and see, what does this word look like in a sentence? Will you me on the swing? Let's try it. Will you push me on the swing? Yeah, have you ever been pushed on a swing? It's a lot of fun, right? Okay, so earlier we were talking about syllables, and I thought, you know, this might be a great chance for us to go through and sort our high frequency words based on their syllables. Do you remember what I said earlier? What has to be in every single syllable? Do you remember? That's right, every syllable has a vowel sound. Not necessarily that it has a vowel, but it has a vowel sound. Another trick that you can do is just by putting your hand beneath your chin, every time your chin comes down, you know that that's a vowel sound. Let's try one. How about today's word? Push, push. Do you feel your jaw go down? Push. That's right, so one time it went down. So we know that push has 1 syllable. How about before? Before. How many syllables? 2, you got it. So we're gonna put it right here under 2. How about your? That's right, just 1. So we can go through and we can sort all of our words based on the number of syllables that we hear in our words. It's just another way to practice and think about all of our high frequency words. All right, I'm going to kick it over to a story, and then we're going to meet up with Mrs. Vang as she helps us with a little bit of comprehension. Enjoy, we'll see you in a second.
Let's dance. What dances do you know? When do you do them? In many cultures, dancing is a favorite tradition. It is a fun way to celebrate with family and friends. In Native American families, some dances have been done since ancient times. The same dances have been taught by parents to their children. Children and adults dance to mark special days and annual events such as the harvest. When families share these special occasions, the gathering is called a powwow. Some dances are done at certain powwows. The men's traditional dance tells the story of an animal hunt. The dancers use animal bones, beads, hides, and feathers to make their outfits. In the jingle dance, women decorate their skirts with small metal cones. The cones jingle as the women dance. Just like the traditional Native American dances, square dancing has been around for hundreds of years. It is the official national folk dance of the United States. Square dancing began in England and France and then came to America. In the early years of our country, people came together in small towns and held square dances. After working hard on the farms all week, Saturday night square dances were a fun way to see friends and neighbors. As people started to spread out across the country, the popularity of the square dance spread too. In square dancing, everyone dances together. All the dancers start by facing each other in a square. One person calls out each of the movements, such as swing your partner and circle to the left. Today, square dancers dress up before they hit the dance floor. The women wear full skirts and the men usually wear a Western style handkerchief or tie and boots. Square dancing is a fun tradition that still brings people together. Another kind of traditional dance is called Vocalotico. Vocalotico dances are performed by people who live in Mexico and also by Mexican people who live in America. The dances are done for fun, to tell stories, and to help people remember their history. Vocalotico dances are done at parties and community events. A small band often stands behind the dancers to play the music. Men who dance the Vocalotico wear a wide hat and a red belt and tie. Women dancers often wear full skirts in bright colors. The dancers pull out the edges of their skirts. The skirts look like wings as the women dance. The swishing sound of the skirts adds drama to the dance, along with the dancers' stomping feet. Adults do these dances. Children learn them too. In Mexico and America, kids have fun learning what each dance means and how to do the steps of the dance. The Hora is a traditional dance in the Jewish religion that is sometimes performed for an audience, but is mostly done for fun. The Hora is a very cheerful dance. Dancers hold hands and dance sideways in a circle. The circle has special meaning. It shows that everyone does this dance together. No dancer is more special than any other. The steps are simple and quick to learn. People dance the Hora at weddings and other celebrations. Most guests make an effort to join the dance. People who dance the Hora for the first time often laugh a lot. The tradition of dancing the Hora began in Europe. Over time, it became an important folk dance in Israel. Today, the Hora is often danced at Jewish weddings and other celebrations.
Did you guys enjoy listening to that story? I learned so many new facts. Did you? Well, let's practice our retelling skill today. So to retell, you're just going to tell me, I'm going to point to the picture, and I want to see if you guys can tell me some or retell some important facts or details about each of the dance that was mentioned in the story. How about that? Oh, do you think we should have someone come help us? Who do you think we should have help us? Ricky? Well, Ricky! Let's say Ricky will come.
Mrs. Fang?
Hey, Tina.
Hi. Ricky was, he's just out horsing around again.
There goes Ricky, horsing around. Well, Tina, can you help retell the story for me?
Oh, sure. It was all about dancing.
It was.
And how in so many cultures, dancing is a favorite tradition. So they celebrated with their families and friends. And in that first one, they talked about the Native American families and that they've been dancing some of these dances since ancient times. And those same dances they get taught to their kids and their kids' kids and their kids' kids' kids, lots and lots of them. And they usually are to celebrate special days or annual events like a harvest. And then the families share these special occasions, and sometimes they have what's called a powwow. And then some of those powwows are really special. The men's dance is about the animal hunt, and they'll tell a story, and they'll have different things on their costumes or their outfits that
see that.
that symbolize the hunt. And then women they'll have things in like, what was it called? The jingle dance? Does that sound right? I think it was called the jingle dance. And they decorate their skirts with little metal cones, and they make a little jingle when they dance.
That was a lot of facts. Did you know that, Tina?
I just learned all of those. It was amazing.
I just learned that too. Wasn't that great information? Oh, okay, let's keep going. What other type of dance did you learn?
Well, the next one talks about folk dancing or square dancing. It's kind of like a folk dance, and it started in England and France, and then it came to America. And everybody, they dance together. They get and they face each other, and they look like they're dancing in a square. And they do it on Saturday nights. It's a way for them to get together with their friends and families and just have fun. And they say things like, oh, what were they saying? Like, swing your partner and circle to the left.
That's right. I remember square dancing. There's always someone calling out all the moves, isn't there?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Fun times. Have you ever square danced before?
No, I never have, but I've seen it done before.
Oh, it's super fun. Okay, how about this next one? I love all the dresses.
Oh, yes.
I learned lots of details about this one too.
Absolutely. This one has a fancy name. It's called Vocalotico.
Ooh.
And it's performed by people who live in Mexico, but sometimes we have Mexican people who live in America, and they do the dance too with these beautiful big dresses. And they hold on to it, and it looks like they have wings. And it's so beautiful. And the men wear a red belt and tie, and the dresses are always so brightly colored. And then the adults do the dance, but sometimes the kids get to do them too. And it's so much fun.
That is fun. Okay, this last picture, do you guys remember what kind of dance that was?
Ooh,
What type of dance was this?
that's the Hora dance. It's part of the Jewish religion, and this one is performed sometimes for an audience, but usually everyone participates and gets involved. And the dancers hold each other's hands and they dance in a circle because no dancer is more special than the other, so everybody is treated the same. And it's quick to learn, and everybody gets up, and they can do it at weddings and other kinds of celebrations. It's an important folk dance in Israel, and it started in Europe. And it's, like I said, it's usually at weddings and other Jewish celebrations.
How fun. Oh my goodness, Tina. I love that you remember all of those important facts about that story. Lots of details about different dances. And I love how you started with dancing can bring us all together. So right now, I want you guys to go and practice writing, and I want you guys to think about a time that you dance. Can you guys write a story for me? Oh, I can't wait for you guys to write that story for me. But while you guys wait, I have a friend who wants to share a book with you guys.
Well, hello out there in TV land. This is Rhonda Reread here. And I'm not rereading right now. I'm telling you about a book that you can check out at the library called Rooster's Off to See the World by Carle. He's a real good writer. He's written many, many books. So anyway, this book is about a rooster who decides to go on a journey to see the world. And as he starts going on this journey, he starts to feel lonely. But he meets a few friends, some cats, and some frogs and turtles, and he even comes to a brook and meets some fish. Well, the story goes on, and it is just such a lovely story. And if you'd like to see how this ends, because it does end special, then please check this book out at your local library. And I hope you all have fun reading, and thank you for watching Valley PBS Reading Explorers. Bye now. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw.
That was awesome, Rhonda. Thank you for sharing.
So
Hey,
good.
I heard my name, and I came, and Tina was doing such a good job. But I got my joke ready for you. Are you ready?
Okay,
right, let's hear
all
it.
right.
What do you call a really sad strawberry?
A really sad,
Sad
strawberry.
A blueberry!
A blueberry. Oh my golly, you're so silly. Hey, Super Readers, thanks for hanging out with us today at Valley PBS. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Take care and have a great one.
Read a good book. Bye.